Well, g'day everybody and welcome to our first look at Simpocalypse. Firstly, thank you very much to Rock from GameX Studios who reached out to us, offered a key for so that we could do a preview of this game and have a look at it and have a bit of a go as well. This game releases on the 7th, I think. I'm pretty sure the 11th. Sorry, it is released. Now it's a little bit of a different take on an apocalyptic, a post-apocalyptic city builder, and we'll see that in a minute when we have a look at the game. So we'll have a look at a civilization simulator where you manage billions of people and rebuild millions of structures, improve your economy, research, advance, battle, and much more. Play at your own pace by controlling game speed and automate various tasks. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this. I'm not going to release this until May the 11th, so it will be May the 11th when you are looking at that. It's coming out of early access on that particular day, so there you go. If you want to check it out, there will be a link below for you. Let's get into the game and have a look. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new game. The world as you knew it is gone. Human greed inevitably led to a nuclear war. If not by the blast, nuclear radiation killed most of the population. After 10 years, the radiation settled down enough for small groups of survivors to start coming out of their nuclear shelters. You are the leader of one of them. Everything is ruined. Resources seem gone, but this must not be our end. Explore and establish a settlement to survive. Good luck. All right, we actually, Oki and I actually have a gas mask that looks like this. They're pretty scary looking things in real life. Well, they're pretty scary looking things in that photo too. That is real life. Could you imagine? Could you imagine having Simi in charge of? In charge of rebuilding civilization after an apocalypse. All right, so here we go. Selecting game difficulty. We've got casual, more casual experience, more friendly to mistakes and less need for micromanagement. Enemy power cost scaling minus 50%. Boost to building gains 50 plus 50% event frequency minus. Survivor, which is normal mode, recommended for first playthrough. Lets you off with some mismanagement, but still challenging to master. And apocalyptic, want to challenge and unlock new mechanics. Mistakes and mismanagement can be punishing. So there you go. Gives enemy power cost scaling to 50 plus 50%. Boost to building gains minus 60%. Event frequency plus 100%. Manage and survive 5 new events. Okay, so we can select, or we can also, we're just going to go on normal difficulty. We can also select a different place. So what we've got here is Africa, which gives you plus 30% faster builders. Australia, which gives you plus 20% mining rate. Europe, plus 20% knowledge gain. Asia, plus 30% citizen gain. North America, 50% lower market spread. South America, plus 30% wood. And Antarctic, plus 40% water. Now that actually really makes sense to me because Australia is well known for its mining exports. Asia for its citizen gain, America for its markets, South America for its wood, and Antarctic for its water. That actually really makes sense. What we're going to do, obviously, is go Aussie. Absolutely. Let's rebuild in Australia, where everything's trying to kill you. I wonder what the spiders and the snakes look like in Australia after the apocalypse, because they're all there trying to kill you. As it is before the apocalypse. Tutorial: explore your surroundings, get out of your shelter and start exploring. Your group of survivors is small, but maybe you can find others. Start by exploring the area around your shelter. There have to be resources we can use around them. All right. Okay, so this is where it is difficult. Different, not difficult. This is where it's different. And we'll see more screens as we go further into the game. But these screens here and the resources, research and map are your management areas. So the first thing that we want to do is the first thing that we need to do is, as you can see, there's time scales up here, and they have changed time scales, so you can go up to 4 and stuff like that now as well, if you want to. We need to send some. We have 15 idle populations, so 15 people came out of the shelter with us. First thing that I want to do is assign perhaps maybe 10 of those to that. The next thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to look at getting food, gathering food and water. So I'm going to take 2 people off that. I'm going to throw 4 people on there, and I am going to throw 1, 2, 3 and 4 people onto that. Right, there we go. Great. You've set up some of the basics to survive and found some wooden building spots. Cool. Okay. Mission 2, building materials and attracting survivors. So we need to scavenge and collect wood. All right, beautiful. So what we need to do now is what we want to do is we want to keep these in these resources up here in a positive, right? So to bring in new survivors and new population. So I'm going to take another 3 people off of that, and I'm going to add them to gathering wood. Now, you do want to keep people out exploring, because when people are out exploring, they are increasing the amount of stuff that actually comes into the colony. So they are actually, while they're out there exploring territories and stuff like that, they're finding resources as they explore, and they're bringing those back. It's kind of almost like they're scavengers, basically. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to go into the research tab here, right? Now, the research tab at this point in time is like this. Now, you obviously need research. Is it perk point? No, it's research points, which we have up here, or knowledge. Now, knowledge is gained as people become smarter. These are used to unlock new buildings and advance your civilization. So the more we do, the more within the game and within building civilization, the more knowledge we gain. So what we're going to do here is that these ones that are blue are unlockable right now. We have enough points to unlock those, and it's your normal kind of researchy type skill tree that we've got there. Let's learn how to build a house. So we shall research that. Okay. Now, the research is pretty instant. So now in this tab, this is the tab where we're actually gathering all of our resources here. And in the beginning, it seems very, very, very easy to be able to, the more people that you get come in, to be able to slap them on these resources and gather all of these resources. But the greater and quicker your population rises, the more chance you've got of struggling to actually get half of these resources that you need to keep going. So what we need to do now is we need to build a house. Current population is 15. So plus 5s. One house gives us plus 5 on our maximum population. So if we build that is going to take 20 hours to build. And you can see that the building house progress is sitting up there as well, which is really, really cool. Now, we do get into building other things such as farms and all of that type of stuff. Some people are saying, this game's it's just an idle clicker and stuff, and maybe it kind of is, but there is a little bit more involved as you get further into the game. So if you want to sit down and relax and drop your speed down to 1 times and let your civilization build up, then you can, and it is quite relaxing. We have to improve and regrow the desirable lands. If you get started, yep, okay. So if we click in here, these here are all of our objectives. You can see we've achieved these 4. So it wants us to build 5 more houses, right? So which we can do. We've got enough resources. It takes 50 wood and 1 tool to build a house, and 20 hours. So let's build another one of those. All right, perfect. I don't think you can stack. You can't stack at the moment. So there's 2 idle people. We're going to throw 1 out there and 1 onto there. We just need to keep these in the positive. So we need to keep them going up. at this point in time. House is nearly built. It's about 14 hours. Here we go. It's 50% away from being built. So we shall let that run its course. There we go. Just having a sip of coffee. My apologies, guys. And they're continuing to bring in resources as well, which is actually pretty awesome. We are going to need to get ourselves quite a bit of wood and definitely quite a bit of water as well, because what you will find is despite the fact that we're using wood to build and whatnot, when we get into when we actually get to the point where we start making farms and stuff, they actually use up these resources. And you'll see that by the time when we start building a farm very, very shortly. They actually, there we go. We've got to keep our eye on that because we've got 3 idle people there. So we're going to throw one in there, and one in there, and one in there. There we go. Let's build again. So we'll build another place. Oh, it's actually, yep, there it goes. Beautiful. We've got another idle one that we're going to throw back into exploring as well. Now we will very shortly unlock. Well, I think we might have enough research. We've got enough research points to unlock that. I'm pretty sure that it gives it to you in a mission anyway. Ensure gathering enough food and water at all times. Yep. Okay, so the new mission, there's strength in numbers, grow to your population to at least 50. So what we want to do is let's build ourselves another house. We've got another idle person there we're going to throw into there. So you can see at the moment we're gaining 6 an hour, 2.25 an hour, and 2.25 an hour. We want to increase this stuff. Up here, grow your population to at least 50. So we are going to work on that as well. Now, the other thing that I want to do while we're doing that is I do want to research that. So if we research that, research maxed. Yep. Okay, there you go. Maybe we can't. Oh no, we have unlocked it. That's fine. And we want to research a farm as well. And then they have other things: cattle farms, genetic farm, and these ones here are bonus productions for those type of items. All right. So now you'll see what we have here is the option to build manual pumps. Which gives us 2 an hour as opposed to 1 an hour per person. This gives us 2 an hour per person, and I think we put 1 person in here. So we're going to build one of those, and we're going to build one of those. But as you can see, with the farm, it gives us +4 meat per hour, but it also takes away 2 timber and 1 water per hour as well. So once we get this pump built, which it is working on, then, well, there we go, it's actually built already. Then what we can do is we need to put one of these idle people onto there, and we've got 1 person on that. So 1 person is now doing double the capacity of what 1 person is doing up the top there. So what I will tend to do is probably take a person off there and throw them on there. We also need to throw 4. Well, we've got 3 people in there at the moment, in the farm at the moment. So we'll throw, there we go, we got an extra citizen. So we'll throw 4 people in the farm. Now those 4 people are producing 4 an hour. There you go. Are they? I'm pretty sure that was double that. I'm not sure. So here we go. Provides a basic renewable source of plant-based food which requires a source of water to grow. Its current output is 100%. Maximum production consumption at 100% output. So I had 100% +4 an hour. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, beautiful. So the next thing that we want to do now is, let's have a look at our figures. We're still producing 2.38 and 5.38 on that. So we're going to increase. We might build ourselves another manual pump, and we shall build ourselves another house as well. So this is queuing. Now what happens is, as opposed to having a big long list of just manual pump, manual pump, manual pump, it goes into here, and it doubles the amount of pumps you have, and then you can just throw somebody in there like that. Okay, so we've got that happening. We're going to throw another person in there, and what do we got? 525, 52. We need some more. We need to keep gathering some more timber in there as well. Okay, that house has been built. Our maximum population now is 32. We are working towards getting 50. 50 people. Their challenges, achievements. There we go, conquer Africa. So, yeah, there we go, which is actually gives it a replay value, doesn't it, as well? Citizens' well-being, reach 100% water toxicity, reach 100% malnourishment. Oh, dear. Reach 200% productivity. That's a positive achievement. Reach 0% happiness. So there's a lot of negative achievements in there as well as battle achievements too. Okay, beautiful. All right, so there we go. There's a little bit of a game guide there for you as well, and our settings and stuff are in there. So there you go. All right, now there we go. We've unlocked the map now, so we can have a look at the map now. What's going on here is this is the region. So you got the region, you got the world, the region, and the territories. And the idea is that we build the biggest civilization and keep them alive. We are going to need to go and find further resources and stuff. As you can see here, this territory here is under enemy control, and it has a bonus times 4.35 for higher explore chance and scavenge chance. These ones have higher explore chances to gather meat and stuff like that now. But if we go in and have a look at one of these territories, as you can see here, we will have to eventually build up an army and eventually fight all of these areas, basically to there we go, going back to there, to basically start actually expanding our territory. So we'll have a look at what's going on here. We are up to 52. We've got 12 idle people. Let's throw some on there. We've got 7 left. Let's build ourselves another farm and build ourselves another water manual pump at the moment, just for that. Other research that we can do. What we can do is we can upgrade, let's see, house to low-rise apartment. Advancements allow you to upgrade your buildings to become more urbanistically efficient by providing greater capacities per building spot occupied. So maximum population plus 100 for a low-rise apartment. Ooh, wow, that's pretty cool. All right. Roads, which I'm looking forward to, improves connectivity of your cities, which increases overall productivity. We don't need that at this point in time. Factory gives you the ability to produce various items that can positively affect your people and be sold on global markets as well. Planted forests, automated pumps. Planted forests, learn how to build a planted forest. Provide renewable wood supply, requires watering and some wood for reseeding, which makes a whole pile of sense. We've got the cattle farm and the generic farm there. I don't think we can yes, we can. Bonus research. Oh, there we go. Amazing job. You just passed a total of 50 citizens, and now you are not just a settlement, but a small village. All right, so building the basics of a sustainable city. Grow a planted forest. There we go. So it's unlocked that for us now. I'm going to research that as well. I'm pretty sure that I did then. Okay, beautiful. So now you can see here that it has unlocked plantable forests. We've got 17 idle people. We are going to boost that up to 14 there. We've got another 4 in there. We've got another 1 in there that we can add. And once this is built, then we can actually add some people to that. We've got 4 people sitting there idle at the moment. So you can see at the moment we've got a positive rate of wood at 8 per hour. Once this forest is built, Well done. You're no longer fully reliant on just finding and collecting resources. No worries. Exploration is part of civilization advancements. Assign at least 10 builders. So what we want to do is I want to throw 5 people into there so that we keep that production up. But we've got to remember, planted forests use up -1 water an hour. So we're going to need to get back onto that as well. Now, what we're going to have to do as well is assign. We're going to need to assign public jobs. So they want us to assign, I think it was, assign at least 10 builders. So as our population comes through, we will actually assign builders. So at the moment, we've got 2 sitting there. We'll keep our eye. We do need to build another house there. We need to get our population up. So we need to build another 2 houses at least to be able to fill those jobs. So once that is done, we will build another house. There we go. And this would become quite the, there we go. This would become, could become quite the full-on management. Like once you're running a city and you're running all the people in the city and all of the resources and fighting a war against to take over other territories and all of that type of stuff for resources, man, this would become quite intense indeed. So let's see, there we go. We've got 6. We need 4 more people. We've got enough houses at the moment for that. We're at 7.63, so it's water that we really need to do something about as well. So we're going to build another one of those. We actually have 2 of these to fill up. Let's see, how's that going? Our wood is 18 an hour, so we're kicking butt on that because of our planted forest as well, which is pretty cool. 2 more idle people. Let's throw 2 more in there, and we need 2 more for there, and we need 2 more for here. So that's perfect for our 65 population. Now, you can, one of the good things about it as well is if you need to take the time to get your head around all of this stuff, or you've got a lot going on, then you can definitely cap your population and cap your housing so that you don't go above a certain number while you're sorting everything else out. So, which is pretty cool. There we go. We've got another 2 idle there. Let's fill those 2 public jobs right there, and let's where are we? We need to add 2 more people in there, and we're sitting at our population cap now. Now, we can have 58 buildings. So this is maintenance coverage and maintenance status, which means, well, it's increasing our faster build time, but I'm guessing it's also preventing, like keeping the maintenance up and keeping the buildings in good condition so that they don't fall apart around our ankles. All right, so there we go, build spots. So we've got 26 build spots left. Our wood's going up at a great rate. We've got our knowledge there. Let's build ourselves another house. Let's have a look at what we've got in research at the moment. There's really nothing that we can do at this point in time. I'm pretty sure there's 5 research. Okay, so let's just research all of that, which basically gives us a bonus on 125% for farming. So that gave us a 25% bonus on that. That's also going to do the same thing when we eventually research that. But I don't want to spend all of my research points at this time because we're going to need to move towards I think a mining plant. I think. Dig the earth for valuable minerals. That's going to be really important to us, especially considering that we're doing it in Australia, where we get a bonus, a mining incentive and stuff as well. I think we really need to continue adding. Yes, we need to continue adding pumps because although we do have in research, we do have automated pumps. A more efficient way to gather water if you have electricity available but takes up space. We're not going to be able to get that for a while, I don't think. I do not think. Okay, so at this point in time, I haven't got into the prestige and the prestige points and stuff. Survive your first year to get first perk points. It will be really interesting. I'm guessing that they're going to be perk points. What's going on around here? We're here. We are surrounded. We are absolutely and utterly surrounded by enemies there. I'm guessing that there'll be perk points related to how to the management of the game there. We've got our stats up here, which look really, really cool. So we're currently at 100% health. Let's see. Health represents the chance of your people dying. It is affected by many other stats. Sickness rate, happiness, morale, malnourishment, citizen fatality rates based on health. Productivity affects how well your citizens perform all tasks. Health, 100%. Happiness, 100%. There you go. Maintenance, 100%. So we've got connectivity and products, which I guess we are going to get into at any point in time now. I'm going to keep moving this up until we're at least in the 10s, maybe 15 per hour, because I want to keep that running. I'm keeping my eye on this. So we've got 14 and 18 there. Public jobs, we can probably still add another couple of people to that. We are at our population cap as well, so we need to keep that in mind. So there you go, guys. This is Simpocalypse. Very, very interesting game. It's a game that you can sit here and sort of relatively basic in the beginning, but as you build your population and stuff, you need to make more and more decisions and stuff, especially when we start getting into things like the health and the we'll throw that in there, the health and the productivity and all of that type of stuff. So and these here will probably end up with rows and rows of stuff to do in here. And you can see down the bottom here, explorers found 3,000 what's that? I don't know. And 544 food this trip. Then they found water and timber and stuff like that, and that pops over. Build at least 20 houses in total is my next objective. Okay, so I will continue to do that. But Simpocalypse, there's a link below. Thank you again to Rock for sending a copy through for me. But I will see you guys. I will see you guys in the next episode, or catch you later. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like if you like this one. And bye, guys.